She made headlines as the twerking flight attendant who lost her job after this video went viral. Now she's speaking out in an interview with our Amber Cogliano.
She's the flight attendant whose twerking cost her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
When I first saw this video going viral, I didn't think I was going to make a video about it. I'll be honest with y'all. I thought that this was just, a flyby story and we weren't going to hear much basically past, what most of y'all saw. And for those of y'all who did not see, yeah, that's pretty much all there was to see. But then the story continued to unfold, and in essence, not only was this woman fired from her job, but she then, went out in her local news station or to her local news station, and she expressed how, deeply distraught she was by being fired from her job and how unfair it was, etc. Right? Now, here's the thing with me. When an individual does something, makes a quote unquote mistake or acts out, and they reap the consequences of what they did, and they are able to own up to it, I can let that go in my everyday life as well as what I see out in the world, right? The things that I engage with as far as stories and, humanity abroad. If somebody can admit that they're wrong, I was wrong, I messed up, that was on me, I give you the benefit of the doubt and I say, okay, change behavior is repentance. Change behavior is, is the apology in essence. The words are the beginning, and then after that, I'm sure you're going to live different and do different things. But when the individual steps out and makes themselves the victim of the situation, that's when I have to call it out. So again, for those of y'all who did not know the full context of the story, it's as simple as this. Flight attendant is on a plane doing what I guess most modern day flight attendants, nurses, teachers, etc. are doing, which is filming TikToks or filming videos at their job, on the job. Not only was she filming a video, but she's twerking on camera at her job with the uniform on. Now, some people may be thinking, well, that wasn't so bad. It was a little light twerk. It wasn't even a full-blown twerk it all out. You understand me? It could be so much worse. This is what I say. If you're the owner of a brand, a business, and you want to keep a certain level of reputation, this sort of behavior is unacceptable. And, it might have just been because she's filming stuff on the job and that's, against policy within that specific company, which is only fair. A company can make decisions such as that. Is they only want the press releases going out that are, from their own marketing team or whatever it is. They don't want people, being on their phones and then being on the job the same. I don't know. Whatever it may be. All I know is that she was on camera in her outfit at the office, because that plane is essentially her office, twerking. Now, most rational, sane managers or owners of businesses, if you had somebody up in your job, twerking it up. You work at the McDonald's. You own the McDonald's and you hired somebody and they're on video twerking it in Mickey D's. I would hope that you would let that person go. For the simple fact that they're showing you who they are, right? Again, there could be a lot of worse things. Somebody could be stealing from you. They could be doing a host of different things, right? Putting the beats on customers, like some of these crazy videos that we see. Again, that's why in the beginning, when I first saw this, I thought, is there really a story here? And the story was, okay, chick twerks, it does a light twerk on the plane, on the job, and she gets fired. Yeah, cool. But then on the other side, when we get to a lack of accountability, that I believe is the modern day problem. Like that is the problem of this, social media culture meets ghetto ratchet culture. There is no sense of accountability anymore. It's as if everybody else is to blame for your own personal behavior. Like, well, I couldn't even help but twerk. I'm just having a good time. I'm having fun. Okay, we get that you're having a good time. You couldn't help but just throw a little light twerk on the plane. Okay, we understand that. But here's the thing. If it's against the policy, it's against the policy. And that's what we call a consequence, Accountability in real life, you're going to be accountable to the laws of the universe, whether you like it or not. Gravity is never going to look at you and say, things have been real hard. Life's been real tough. Let me ease off you. So if you jump off this bridge, right, let me just ease off you. You're going to be good. Gravity is never going to say that to you once. In real life situations, the real world, there are real ramifications. And for many of us, we're being raised and coddled in this space where we think there are no consequences for real life actions. It's like when people post things online and you're trying to get another job, right? You're on social media posting all kinds of stuff. I have, folks in high school, etc., who are posting the pictures with, them doing keg stands. If y'all don't know what a keg stand is, you go look it up for yourself. They're over there playing beer pong, whatever it was, partying. They're over there smoking the loud pack. And I had pictures of me smoking the loud pack on camera when I used to as a kid. I was taking pictures. I was a fool. Thankfully, I've always been entrepreneurial, so I had to hire myself and, maybe explain myself to my clients. But, there's folks who are going to be looking for jobs. And the first thing they're going to do is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is going to get a lot of people and a lot of stuff. TikTok is going to... When it comes to the next rush of people being hired, because right now there's a lot of layoffs taking place. There's a contraction taking place in the economy. It's always happened throughout literally the entirety of history, right? But everybody always freaks out like it's the first time. There's a contraction, the layoffs happen, etc., and then we go back into a golden age. Employers are going to be scrutinizing with a fine-tooth comb all of your digital activities. So imagine being this chick right here. You went viral for twerking at your job. Let's say you didn't even get fired, but you just went viral for twerking. You leave that job. You now want a upper management job at some tech company or whatever it is. The first thing they're going to see with your record, with your name connected to it, is you at the job twerking it up. That's the first thing that they see. And so their decision is pretty much already made. Like if I'm looking for serious people to deal with, even if I'm going to do a collab or something like that, I'm going through all your content. I want to see what you stand for, what you're about. I want to know as much before I just connect yourself, because I made the mistake in the past of, you're probably this type of person. Let's just work together, because you want to, let's just do it. Instead of actually researching who the hell you are. I remember it was Tony Robbins and somebody else that were talking about how, they will have, I think it was him and Patrick Bet-David, and they were talking about how do you vet for business partners? And Tony Robbins said, I have a private investigator go and do the research. We're doing $100 million deals here. And he tells the person, I'm going to have a PI look into your background. And for me, I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's extreme. I think that's actually necessary. When you're dealing with random people, strangers, and you're just about to sign this deal, you're about to sign into this person's life and vice versa. This person could be a whole entire demon. Why would I not research as much as possible? Why would I not look into your character and say, what type of person are you? Are you a serious person? Because anybody that's doing this at the job is obviously not serious. And it's really as simple as that. So yeah, I just had to get into it because as soon as I heard the lack of accountability, come on, sis. I messed up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I learned the error of my ways. I will twerk in private, or at least not at the job. Simple. I will create thirst traps and seek out attention when I'm not in my work attire in the office. I'll do that much. I appreciate you for tapping into this video. And if you would like to show some love to the channel, make sure to click the link below titled Buy Me a Coffee, or you can send a Cash App, or, just keep showing up.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. But I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking a 3, 6, 5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising. They see your light shine, that's why they so frustrated.